guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is another Test It Tuesday where we're actually going to be testing the new EcoTools Highlight and Glow brush set. So if you want to see how these work, then just keep watching. This is the EcoTools Holiday brush set that is at Ulta only. It retails for $19.99. It says it's a $35 value and it comes with 6 brushes and a case. So it looks like it says it comes with an airbrush finishing, a controlled setting, a angled crease, a flat eyeliner, an eye/lip blur, a spoolie, and recycled aluminum brush holder. So these are bamboo handles, 100% vegan, handcrafted. Yeah, let's take it out. So here are the brushes. There is 6 brushes. You have a big dual fiber brush. So this is what I think they consider their airbrushed finishing brush. And then this I think is the controlled setting. And then you have just a bunch of other ones which I'm just going to use them for different things. The spoolie, I mean, it's a nice touch, but it's a little big. And I guess if your eyeliner brush doesn't have this on its own, then it might be nice, but okay. And then this is the case. So this is the bottom that all the brushes were sitting in. And then this is the other part and it just goes inside. So this is actually really cool. It is a little small, so you'd only be able to fit a couple of brushes. I don't even know if I could I wouldn't want to put a big brush like this in it because it's just gonna mess up the hairs. But you could put a bunch of smaller brushes, so like if you needed a bigger one like I have this, I could use this for my big brushes and then this for like eyeshadow brushes. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it using these brushes. Now, I wouldn't use any of these for foundation just because personally I'd rather use a sponge. So I'm going to go ahead and use my sponge, which I got this the same time I got the other stuff. It's the Real Technique sponge. But for $1 more, it came with this case, and it's got the RT on both sides is cut out so that it's breathable, which is awesome for traveling, which I really like. And I'm not sure if it's just a holiday package or it's just something new they came out with, but I always have a problem figuring out how to carry my beauty sponges, and obviously if it wasn't their sponge, oh no, it still fit. This is the L'Oreal sponge. And it's pretty blown up, so it would still fit in there. So I think it's pretty cool. So for $1 extra, you get this. So I think it ended up being $6.99. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead, do my foundation, do my concealer, and then we'll come back and I will use this one, probably just to bronze my face up. Okay, so I went ahead and did my foundation, my concealer, and my powder. I do really quickly want to mention I bought this Makeup Revolution London. It's their luxury baking powder in the shade Banana. This is terrible. I hate it. I went to go put it on my face because I didn't want to put it under my under eyes, and I can still see the exact mark where I first put it on. And it will not come out. I mean, it's supposed to be, it says it's for baking specifically, and so I wouldn't think you would need to wait for your makeup to dry down because the whole purpose of baking is to help that. So I don't like this. I just wanted to mention that. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and use this stippling brush for bronzer, which I don't normally use a stippling brush for bronzer, but we're going to do it anyways. So I'm going to use this highlight and contour palette from the brand IBY Beauty, and I'm just going to use their Contour 2 shade. Woo! But I'm just going to use it to basically bronze my face up. And I kind of mix that with Contour 1, so I mix both of them. Ooh, the brush is really soft. So far that's a really good brush. It's really soft and I really like that. Let's see what else we got. Alright, so we're gonna do really basic eyes because it's Sunday and I don't even really want to wear makeup today. But because we have brushes, we need to try them. So I don't like using angle brushes like this for my eyes, but I believe that's what they want you to use it for. Yeah, an angled crease brush. So we're going to use it how they want it to be used. So I'm going to take the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just going to go in with Raw Sienna, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. So because I wouldn't normally use this for my eyeshadow, I'm gonna actually use it to nose contour. So I'm just gonna go in with that Contour 1 shade. Okay, so I think this brush is actually really good. It's also very soft, but I would probably more use it for like a nose contour or something like that. I wouldn't typically use this for a crease brush, just because the angle, it makes sense because it would be in a crease, but I'm so used to a brush like this in the crease that this would just, I can't do it. It just bugs me. The next one I have is this one, and they call it a flat eyeliner brush. I'm going to use it to smoke my under eye line. To smoke my under eye. Typically, you know, I would probably use this with like the deepest shade I'm going to put under my eye. But because we're doing such a basic look today, I'm just going to take the Raw Sienna just so something's under my eye and use this. Okay, so for this brush, it's pretty, the bristles are soft itself, but it's so densely packed, like it should be, that it does hurt for the under eye. It kind of tugs it too much. So I would honestly use this, like they said, as an eyeliner, but with shadow. So like when you want to really pack it right there on the line, or if you had a wing that you wanted to smudge out, I think this would actually be really good for that. Alright, and the last eye brush we have is this tiny one, and it's supposed to be an eye or lip blur. I like to use these kind of brushes because it's not stiff enough to really be like a pencil brush to buff something out. So I actually like to use these kind of brushes, where's mine? I normally use this one from Morphe, which is bigger. But I like to use these kind of brushes for like my eyebrow highlight or my inner corner. So I'm going to take my MAC nylon and just put that on the inner corner. And then also on my brow bone. Wow. This packs a punch. Shit. So this brush is actually really good. It's really soft, and surprisingly it does pack on the color pretty decently. So I like this brush too. So the last, So the last brush I have is this one, which I believe is the controlled setting brush, which you could use to set your under eye, which would actually have been really nicely that I should have done that. But I'm gonna use it for my highlight. So the brush I typically use is this one. So they're kind of similar. The brush I normally use is more of a circle than this one. This one kind of is pinched right here so that it is tight here and kind of flares, whereas this one is just kind of a complete round. So I'm gonna use this and see how it works. So the only ones I have here are the ones I used yesterday. So I have the Ofra Rodeo Drive. Whoa. Which this is already extremely pigmented, but I feel like this just packed it on so much. And then because I'm not really wearing any makeup, I don't want this to be too yellow since my skin is so light. So I'm actually going to go in with the Too Faced Blinded by the Light. I'm going to pop that just like right on the high points of where the light would hit. Now that brush, I really liked it. So if I wanted more of a subtle look, I would probably go with the brush I typically use, which is the Morphe I think 61. I don't know, it rubbed off. But this one is very flimsy, and so I like it because you can build up product, but this one is definitely, because it's more compact, it'd be better for if you wanted to pack it on. But it's super soft and it really, really works. I think it would also be good for setting your under eyes as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my makeup and then we'll be back. Okay, so I finished all my makeup. I do have the Tarte's lip paint in the shade Get It on my lips. But my final thoughts on this product is that I do really like it. I think the brushes are super soft. I wish it would have come with something else other than a spoolie, just because granted the spoolie is good. It is pretty big compared to what my normal spoolies like on the end of my brow pencils are, but it's still a decent spoolie. It's a spoolie. It's kind of hard to not be decent in my opinion. So I really would have liked it to be something else other than that, but these brushes are still really soft and they do work really nicely. And for only being $20, I think getting 5 brushes, a spoolie, and a case, I think it's definitely worth it. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Bye. Bitch, bye. Stop it. You're so fucking weird.